Ruth here. Hope you guys are having a wonderful last day of your weekend. Yes, tomorrow is Monday, but we're going to make the best of it. All right, so the girls are fighting, child. I mean, this is... We're going to get into it. So, ARI Fletcher, y'all know, Instagram, IG model. I would like to say she started off at kind of like an IG model. She was in a relationship with and had a baby with G Herbo, rapper G Herbo. But then she just kind of like, you know what I mean, trickled off after their relationship. She did her own thing, started getting, getting into the business of cosmetics. Then she had her own like cooking show. And she just really made a name for herself as that girl, right? And then, Ari fell in love with rapper Moneybagg Yo, and her and Moneybagg Yo have been, it seemed like, off and on again, but like kind of like going strong, in their relationship. She always shows like the wonderful like trinkets and gifts and stuff like that. And I think they're secretly engaged. Don't hold me to that, I'm not sure, but she kind of hints to that by showing like beautiful diamond rings. And one of the rings recently that she showed in her jewelry case, that looked like a daggone big huge diamond ring to me, honey. And it was as big as my head, and I got a big head, so I mean I'm thinking it's an engagement ring or whatever, or what have you. But anyway, so this is the thing. So Jayda Wayda, she right along the same career path, right? Got with a rapper, Lil Baby, had a son with Lil Baby. They broke up, and then she became a respectful businesswoman in her own right. She had her little lashes business. She had, I think, clothing line and stuff like that. So it's very, very similar on how they came about, okay? They was friends for a little bit, and then something weird happened. I know that they was on some reality show, and it just became kind of weird, child. Well, since then, they've been off again, on again as friends, but now they just don't rock with each other. But now recently, Jayda Wayda was on a live, child, and she told it. First, it started becoming a thing where it was very innocent. She started talking about like, her skincare and things like that. And, what she's doing. I think she had acne, and what she's doing to clear her skin up and blah, blah, blah. It was very innocent until somebody put down in the comments, child, like, can you clear the rumor up? Is that rumor true that Ari and Lil Baby allegedly was in a relationship, or like, or they slept together, blah, 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 or had an affair? Honey, let's just play it, child. Well, that's how it started. So let's just go ahead and play that because, child.
My skincare right now, I'm on Accutane, y'all. So like, that's where that glow coming from. I'm only on week 2, but the skin is already skinning.
Accutane is very, very, like, very dangerous, by the way.
Accutane. Like, is this all I was missing my whole life?
Now she's reading the comments.
How do you get it? No, I haven't purged, but I was on spironolactone not 2 weeks, a month before I started Accutane. So spironolactone purged me bad. So I think my doctor was very intentional when she put me on spironolactone for that month. So that way, now that I'm on Accutane, I'm good. It's like I'm not purging.
So now it's just innocent.
Them rumors are true. No shade.
Ciao.
That's been a thing. But I don't want to talk about it. My skincare, like literally, let's not talk about that.
Huh? She said those rumors are true, child.
Like, it's not rumors. That shit is true.
Okay, so I mean, so now we're here. Now we're at this point where, everybody's talking. Like, what's going on? Ari was allegedly in a affair with, slept with Lil Baby. And now we're looking at timelines because Ari and Moneybagg Yo have been together for a very long time. But mind y'all, this is not the first time that we heard about the whole Ari stepping out or allegedly stepping out or what have you. We don't know what's really going on in their relationship, her and Moneybagg Yo. But y'all remember when Cardi B had claims of Offset and Ari sleeping with each other. Child, it's just a mess. So now here we go revisiting this whole thing again. Like, you know, Ari's name keeps coming up in people's mouths. So now we're trying to figure out, like, wait a minute, like, what's really going on? So let's see. Now, mind you, of course, people are going to question, like, hey, like, did you read the, like, are you commenting? Did you mean to comment on the right comment? Like, did you mean to say that it is definitely true, that that rumor is true, that Ari slept with Lil Baby? So, one of the comments said, let's see, oh girl, you absolutely did not stutter on that live, queen. And then she said, honey, and I quote, meaning bean, like, yeah, like it been true. The rumor, honey, is true. Being true. Bean. Listen, let's see. Yeah, okay, so I want to read what, because this is just like people commented, like, can't believe. But Ari did respond to it. Now, mind you, Ari has been in her 2026 focus, right? I noticed that, like, on her, she's been posting a lot of, like, very positive, like, hey, you know what? Like, boom. I'm about my money. I'm going to do what I got to do. I'm about, you know what I mean, thriving and living, staying out the way, being quiet. If you don't like me, I promise you, you will not like me until you will hate me in 2026. And I like that vibe. It's not no kind about it. I love that vibe that she's on because it sounds like, you know, she's just like, hey, you know what? I mean, I don't know. I can't help you like me. So if you don't like me, you're really not going to like me because I'm going to go harder in this year. So I respect that. And then she said, and I quote, they want that old Ari child. And then mind you, the old Ari got real slick with the tongue. I mean, real quick with it, will go off real quick. And sometimes Ari would go off on fans, honey, if they got a little slick in her comments. But anyway, so now it says, and I quote, they want the old Ari. For what though? Question mark. That's a crazy, low down, dirty cutthroat. Now, mind you, I guess supposedly she's going live on Twitch later on today. So we don't know what Ari's going to say. Listen, wait a minute, hold on. Let me just see this. Hold on.
Like me right now.
This is it. This is Ari talking about, if you don't like me.
Word to your mama, you're going to hate me this year. Because it's like, she'll do something.
Child. She said, if you don't like me right now, let me just play that again.
If a bitch don't like me right now, word to your mama, you're going to hate me this year.
Now, mind you, a lot of people are coming for not just, you know, Cardi B back in the day, but recently rapper Finesse 2 Times. I mean, he was sizing Ari up against his girlfriend Suge and saying, oh, well, you know, my girlfriend Suge looks better than Ari. Then Kevin Gates got up in it, and Kevin Gates talking about it's the spirit of it all. You know what? Kevin Gates has a nerve. Because you left one of the most beautiful women I have ever seen, and that's Drake Gates. I don't even listen. Anyways, that's a whole other story, a whole other topic. But listen, so now, you know, Ari's like, you know what I mean? Quiet is kept and just really like throwing out the beauty posts, okay? Looking gorgeous, looking like unbothered, and just chill, drinking her water. You know, she's probably like, you know, she cut down, like, you know, she lost a few pounds in the face. Her face doesn't look as bloated and stuff. That's what I'm trying to do, child. But you know, she's looking really good. And she hasn't said anything yet, right? But this post about, like, you know, y'all want the old Ari so bad. What is going on? I feel like, did Ari make this many enemies? And my question is, why would Jayda speak on the past like this now? It makes me wonder, Jayda, are you still feeling some kind of way? I mean, y'all obviously are not friends. This is not your good girl, best girlfriend. Right? So why are you so invested? I'm telling y'all, I would not have done it. If I would not have done it, you could have slept with my man over and over and over again. If it's over, it's over. I'm not bringing it to my audience's attention, especially if I'm making money. Jayda's doing really good for herself. So why do you care? Why do you care? Because Moneybag Yo just recently put up a post with some money on his head, honey, up on his head, and money all around him, looking really unbothered, looking like he's been, like, you know, drinking his water, minding his business, taking the same recipe as his girlfriend, or maybe fiance. We don't know what really is going on in their relationship. Some people say, hey, you know what? They have an open relationship. And some people are thinking, hey, you know what? This is when they were separated because they were broken up and then they got back together. Allegedly, we don't know. Well, this is the thing though. They look happy. They look happy. Moneybag Yo and ARI Fletcher look happy and minding their business. But everybody is buzzing around talking about them. A lot of people are like, ooh, that's right, Jayda girl, you stand on business, blah, blah, blah. No, I disagree completely. Listen, if that's your baby daddy and y'all are not together no more, and that's not your friend, Ari's not your friend, then why? I would have ignored that comment, honey, as long as the day is long. I would have ignored that comment. I would have looked right at it. Yep, so let me tell y'all about my new product coming out. I would have never ever addressed it. And that's not a rumor. That's very much true. What do you get to gain from that? Now everybody, all you doing is bringing more attention to Ari. So what? I bet you, Jayda, if that scripture came about and said, hey Jayda, if you have never sinned, why don't you throw the first stone? I mean, yeah, you throw the first stone. I bet you couldn't. So what was that? What was the point of that? Y'all understand what I'm talking about? Like, I just don't understand that. And people are egging it on because they want to see a good fight. They want to see a good kiki. But this is the time of self, you know what I mean? This is a year of, like, looking into oneself and trying to be better, not going backwards. And I hope Ari does not bring the old ratchet Ari out. No. We don't need that Ari. This Ari has slimmed up. She's looking real good. She's not looking bloated in the face. You notice that people are not calling her Jigsaw anymore. I mean, we got a better Ari. Ari do not, girl. But anyway, so, and there was one more thing I wanted to just bring to y'all attention. Let's see. There was an old clip of oh, here it is, child. This is an old clip of Jayda. This is when Jayda and Ari was on a reality show. And Jayda was with all her friends. And she was talking about how Ari, she feels like, was acting funny. So let's just play that, child.
Like, she'll do certain shit to make me believe, like, the internet might actually be right on what they're talking about. She posted our close friends and said, check on y'all BDs. So I'm like, shit, do I need to call Dominique? Like, what's going on? I feel hit. Right. And it's definitely I feel hit because I know you done said some shit on your close friends before that was 100% about me and my friend. Because you been throwing shade. Yeah. When I saw the post, I said, Ari, please. Because, like, girl, what you talking about? She said, what? I said, you be confusing me. She said, what are you talking about? Why you say Ari, please? That's that weird shit I be talking about. I say no because you be posting shit on your stories and I be confused, especially to check on y'all BDs. I go to feeling like it's not me. She said, Jayda, what? I think something's wrong with you. This how I know it's like you got some secret animosity with me. Because why would I be talking about you and my close friends? You're weird. I said, I don't post subliminal shit that you could even think me about you because that's weird. Maybe I'm over so that.
All right. So the thing is that it sounded what it sounded like. It sounded like, you know, Ari was gaslighting Jayda. You know what I mean? Saying Jayda had came to Ari at the time of this show. She had came to Ari and was because Ari had posted something saying in her close friend saying, hey, you know what? Y'all need to check on your BDs and baby daddies, right? And that's when Jayda was like, wait a minute, like, should I like talk to Dominique? Dominique is Lil Baby. So basically she went to Jayda and went to Ari and was like, hey, what did that mean? So Ari looked at her and was like, girl, what are you talking about? Like, you're being weird. This is why we can't be friends, because you being weird. Like, this is you being weird. Why would I be talking about you or my close friends? Like, get your life together. Now, mind you, so all this is coming back now because, you know, of course, of the recent things that have been going on, the recent accusations. But the thing is, like, y'all, I'm going to say this. A woman always knows. A woman always knows. A woman always knows when it's like that woman that's, you know, trying to, you know what I mean, get the attention of your man, or if it is a woman sniffing around your man, or if there's something like, you know what I mean, that she needs to investigate. A woman has that sixth sense. So, girl, that girl was never your friend. Ari was never your friend. And like, I mean, she moved like she was never your friend. So it is what it is. And she's not your friend now. I mean, I'm assuming they don't even talk. So what's the issue? Yeah, she probably did sleep with your man. We don't know for sure. This is all alleged. But girl, just be glad that, you know, hey, you got a beautiful son from Lil Baby, and it's over. I mean, from what I hear, Lil Baby is very generous with the PP. So, girl, what is the chuck it up and keep get a relationship with God first, and keep climbing up in your career path and making your money. It is what it is. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about this. I mean, I'm going to say I love the way Ari is just being quiet. Quiet as kept. You know what? Leave the past in the past. I hope that Ari does not go off on a Twitch, because that's what people want. Don't bring the old Ari out. Your face gonna start getting bloated again. People gonna start calling you Jigsaw. Y'all, let me know how y'all feel about this. Put a comment down below and make sure you like, share, and subscribe. I love y'all real bad. Bye.